The ultimate battles between devices and classic toys begin inside a child's bedroom. Can classic toys win this high-stakes battle, or are they facing total elimination? The film opens on an island where a whole pack of high-tech Buzz Lightyear action figures have been washed up. One of them wakes up and activates the others. Per their Buzz programming, they believe they are actual space rangers. They see a star in the sky and make it their mission to reach what they believe is Star Command. A flashback shows Jessie when she was still owned by Emily, her first child. In the present day, Jessie continues to lead Bonnie's toys. Bonnie acts out a scenario where Forky and Karen Beverly are getting married, and that Rex, the maid of honor, has been poisoned. Bonnie also tries to befriend her twin neighbors, but she is too shy. Jessie and Bullseye see that the twins are using tablets. She discovers from other discarded toys in the neighborhood that every kid in town has moved on to electronics, while Bonnie is still playing with toys and having a hard time making new friends. Bonnie's parents purchase her a Lilypad, which poses a threat to the toys. After Bonnie leaves the room, Jessie tries to interrogate Lily. The toys are impressed with how advanced she is, though she has a smug and snobby attitude. Lily quickly uses her programming to reach out to a group of girls in Bonnie's dance class, setting up a play date for the weekend in a matter of seconds. At night, Jessie feels worried that Lily's arrival will lead to another Emily scenario, where she is given away or put back into storage. Using her walkie-talkie, Jessie is able to contact Woody, who is still with Bo, Duke Kaboom, Giggle, Ducky, and Bunny in aiding lost toys. Woody rescues a tiny toy named Dr. Nutcase, who thinks he's a goner since tech has taken over. Jessie expresses her fears to Woody, but she hides the walkie from Buzz. Woody mistakenly overhears Jessie and thinks she is asking for his help, so he heads back to Bonnie's house. Bonnie gets ready for her sleepover. Jessie and Bullseye sneak into her bag, even though Lily tells them that it would be a bad look for Bonnie to show up with toys. When Bonnie shows up to meet the girls, Chelsea, Kara, and Heidi, they are all playing with their tablets and laugh upon seeing Bonnie with Jessie and Bullseye. She quickly ditches the toys in the car and brings out Lily. Jessie and Bullseye hop out of Bonnie's dad's car and end up on the streets. They are found by an elderly couple who see that Jessie has Emily's old home address written on her. They are dropped in the mailbox, but Jessie gets them out. They find a horse named Daffodil and attempt to ride him back into the city, but the horse ends up taking Jessie and Bullseye towards the house's barn. Bullseye is found by Blaze, the girl who lives there, while Jessie is left behind. Woody returns and reunites with his friends after Bo and Duke drop him off. He and Buzz have a minor gripe over who is Jessie's assigned deputy. Jessie encounters Blaze's pet pig, Jimmy Dean, and tries to get him to take her into the house. He does, but rather to a plastic dollhouse with Blaze's old toys. Jessie accidentally wakes up Smarty Pants, a potty-training electronic, and the first device that Blaze got, which causes the other toys to resent him. Smarty convinces Jessie to let him tag along as she tries to go into the house to rescue Bullseye. The army of Buzzes make their way across the land. They find a crane that points them toward the North Star, which they think is Star Command. They end up in the woods, where one Buzz is left behind and taken by two brothers on a camping trip with their parents. Once inside Blaze's house, Smarty gets Jessie to replace his batteries. He seems drunk on low battery, and then does the same for two of Smarty's friends, also devices: Atlas, a GPS hippo device, and Snappy, a talking camera. Each of them have been around for brief phases in Blaze's life before being put away. Jessie reluctantly lets them tag along as they make it to Blaze's room, which Jessie recognizes as previously belonging to Emily. They find Bullseye, who has befriended Blaze's horse toy collection. Jessie is ready to leave with Bullseye until Blaze comes back to her room. They watch as she reads a message from a classmate who bailed on hanging out with her, leaving Blaze disappointed. After seeing how she is sweet, funny, and imaginative, Jessie decides that Blaze would be a perfect friend for Bonnie. Bonnie returns to her house in a sour mood. Lily informs the other toys that the other girls were playing hide and seek, and they forgot to look for Bonnie. Woody and Buzz try to confront Lily, but she sends a text to Bonnie's dad to place the other toys in the garage. The cowboy and spaceman manage to avoid getting boxed too. They hide and wait for Bonnie to go to sleep so that they can unplug Lily's charger and leave her with low battery in the morning. Jessie convinces Blaze's devices to help arrange a meeting. Snappy takes a picture of her and Bullseye, then uses Smarty to send a message to Bonnie about coming to pick the toys up, with Atlas providing directions. Meanwhile, Lily wakes up groggy on low battery. Woody and Buzz try to get her to say what happened with Jessie and Bullseye, discovering that Hey Lily programs her to do whatever they command. They see the message from Blaze's devices, but in the ensuing scuffle, the message goes out to all of Bonnie's contacts. Her mom sees the message, which makes Bonnie realize Jessie and Bullseye are missing. At the campsite, the Buzz army goes to retrieve their comrade. However, they see that he is happy in the care of the brothers, so they leave him alone. They see the nearby laptop with the message from Smarty, and the location star on the map leads them to think this is where Star Command is located and that Jessie is the leader. Blaze finds Jessie and acts out a playtime scenario with them, even getting Bullseye to talk. Blaze sees the devices and includes them in a spy movie scenario, leading Smarty, Atlas, and Snappy to feel delighted at being played with for the first time. Bonnie's mom drives her to Blaze's house to pick up the toys, while Woody and Buzz hitch a ride on the car to join them. Unfortunately for Bonnie, the message was also seen by Chelsea, Kara, and Heidi, who all make fun of her in the group chat. This leaves Bonnie humiliated enough that she refuses to pick up Jessie and Bullseye when they get to Blaze's house. This is seen by Woody and Buzz, who are in disbelief. Jessie is taken back to Blaze's room, where she snaps at the devices before leaving the room by riding on Daffodil. Bullseye chases after her. Bonnie's mom finds out what is troubling her daughter, and they stop for ice cream. Feeling that she has failed Bonnie, Lily puts herself in a donation box, which is taken by a truck. The Buzzes reach Blaze's house and capture Woody, thinking he is an enemy, until Main Buzz convinces them that Woody is an ally. They use Blaze's horse toy collection to go after Jessie. Jessie goes by the old tree where Emily used to swing with her. Bullseye catches up to her, but Jessie still feels like a failure for not being able to help Bonnie. Moments later, she looks around the tree and sees a carving that says, "Jessie was here." Underneath is a lunchbox acting as a time capsule full of things that came from after Jessie's time with Emily. She then sees a picture of an adult Emily with her daughter, who happens to be named Jessie. Realizing she still held a special place in Emily's life, Jessie feels better. Woody, Buzz, and the other Buzzes catch up to Jessie, along with the devices. After Jessie apologizes to them, they get in touch with Lily, who is remorseful over not listening to Jessie and screwing things up for Bonnie. Jessie proposes a solution to make things right by getting Bonnie and Blaze to become friends. Jessie leads the toys to track Lily down, with help from the other devices. After they reunite, they send Blaze a message as Bonnie so that she can return Jessie and Bullseye. Lily connects to the Buzzes electronically, upgrading them so they can produce propellers to make them fly and carry the toys and devices home. Before making their returns, Buzz proposes to Jessie, and they finally kiss. Blaze and her mom arrive at Bonnie's house. Although Bonnie briefly declines Jessie and Bullseye again, Blaze tells her how she had fun playing with them. Bonnie changes her mind and quickly strikes up a friendship with Blaze over their shared imagination and silliness. Bonnie and Blaze set up a wedding for Buzz and Jessie, while also creating a dramatic scenario where Buzz was having an affair with Trixie. Woody parts with his friends once more, until the next adventure. Bonnie and Blaze even get the neighbor twins to join in on their fun. The credits show Bonnie and Blaze's growing friendship. Later, the high-tech Buzz figures all make their way to a playground to be played with by other kids. They are then stunned to see their old nemesis/dad, an action figure of Emperor